Hi, this is Jake, and today, let me show you my dental funnel, CRM, and AI automated workflow portfolio project and how it will work and help dental businesses and clinics. This project will help dental business to capture and generate leads through a high converting funnel, create contact and opportunity into a CRM, send SMS and email campaigns like confirmation and reminder emails, and add lead value based on the service needed. This funnel will generate and capture leads by allowing leads to fill out this form, which is here in this call to action button, and book appointment through booking calendar. Once form is filled out, it will fire a workflow that I built inside the sub account connected to this funnel. And let me show you how. So once the form is filled out, the contact information will automatically uh, enter this lead capture workflow here. So let me just try to fill it out first. So let's say this is for Jason Miller. So let's just skip the phone number for now since we don't have a valid phone number. Jason Miller. As you can see, I successfully filled out a form and it will now ask me, or it will now going to ask me if I will book an appointment or not. So once the form is filled out, it will automatically again enter this lead capture workflow to create contact, add tag, notify team members through Slack, input lead contact information into spreadsheets, send welcome email, and as you can see, um, here in this execution logs, you will be able to see there Jason Miller was added to this workflow. So here, it was added to this workflow, um, s- added tags in it, updated an opportunity pipeline, um, assigned to a sales representative or is a representative in this business, add internal note assignment, send Slack message internal team, and create a spreadsheet on the Google spreadsheet or spreadsheet row. And there is we have here a 10 minutes wait action. The reason why I put that action here it's because in this part, before sending an confirmation email or a follow-up email to book, um, the system will going to wait first if the customer will book its appointment right after also they filled out the form. So as you can see here, under Slack, Jason Miller is added under Google spreadsheet. Jason Miller is added plus the value of the service that they requested. So the reason why this one here is still blank, it's because he haven't booked his appointment yet. And also to add, I have here other this other workflow that will go this is what I called dental lead segmentation workflow that will automatically reads the service needed by the lead and will add a custom value to its contact details based on the service needed. It will also help to identify if the lead is a high value or a low value lead. As you can see here, Jason Miller is added and it updated and also added that lead value. So to go back, as you can see under contacts also, here, Jason Miller is added and under opportunities, Jason Miller is added with the value in it, the tags, the internal assignment note, and the dental service that they request or that they added there when they filled out the form. And he was moved to this new lead stage. So right now, let's try to think. that Jason, on the time also he filled out the form, he scheduled his appointment. So let's say, for example, he scheduled it for July 30, 10 a.m. Okay. So as you can see here, um, Jason Miller will be now removed to this dental lead capture workflow. It is because he will be now added to this confirmation workflow or confirmed appointment workflow, where he will going to receive email confirmation and reminder emails also 24 hours and 1 hour before his appointment. On this one also, it will also update information like in spreadsheet, inform team members through Slack, and will add also tags on it. And if you check here under Slack, there, it will show there that Jason Miller booked his appointment for this date and time. And under spreadsheet, it changes also the appointment status under Jason Miller's name. And if you check also under opportunities, Jason Miller's lead is now moved to the consultation booked stage. It's because he booked his consultation for July 30th. And under conversations, you will be able to see here also the confirmation emails that was sent to Jason Miller. Here, Jason Miller, appointment confirmation. And it will also include there the date and the time. And now, let's say, for example, Jason Miller suddenly changed his mind and canceled his appointment. So, what he will going to do, since in this confirmation link that was sent to him, there is also a link included here where he can cancel or he can reschedule. So he will just going to click or copy this link to cancel. Let's say change mind. Okay. So once it is canceled, it he will automatically also receive an appointment canceled confirmation to his email, and also he will going to receive also that link also where if he want he has also the option if he want to reschedule it. And if you check also under opportunities, he will be now moved from consultation book to follow up needs rebooking stage, since we need to do follow up on him and to let him reschedule also, especially if he still need the service. And under this confirmed appointment workflow, Jason Miller will be now removed to this workflow. As you can see here, it is because he will be now added to this canceled appointment recovery workflow, where it will notify teams through Slack, update the status in spreadsheet, and also send recovery emails after several dates that I just put here as an action. And as you can see here, Jason Miller is added, and it is now waiting for 2 days before sending the recovery email. And here in Slack, there's also here a channel for canceled booking, and there it will notify team about the appointment has been canceled, and it will also update the status in spreadsheet under Jason Miller's name. And for the last example, um, let's say after receiving recovery email, Jason Miller decided to change or reschedule his appointment. So if we go back to that conversation under Jason Miller's name, he will just click or copy that link included on that email that was sent to him to reschedule his appointment. And there, he can select a new date where he want to move it and also a new time. So let's say for example for the next day of that 31st around 11:30. So the same thing will happen. He will receive again confirmation email about the appointment or about the new appointment has been booked, and it will also um, update his information under this opportunity. He will be now moved again to this consultation book for the new date and add different tags again. Custom notification, internal assignment notification will be added also, and um, he will be now added again to this confirmed appointment nurture workflow. But this time, it will be now, it will trigger now the um, if else condition that I have added here. So I have added here that if an appointment status is tagged as rescheduled, it will automatically, or this workflow will automatically run instead of this initial one. So as you can see under execution logs, he was added again to this workflow, but um, he was added to that rescheduled workflow there. So the same thing will happen. It will change the tag. It will notify team members through internal assignment notes, update also the status in Google Spreadsheet, and notify teams through Slack there. And the status it changed to confirm. So that's how this project helped a dental business to lessen human intervention on every email and appointment book, and to minimize also losing of potential clients who visited the website or landing pages, and to generate lead using forms. Thank you so much.